does love you. I've been trying to tell you forever. Trying to tell you this. 5 minutes after 10 o'clock, it is time for Ocala Magazine Radio. Kelli Hart is in the studio with her guests. We're going to learn what's up next in just a minute. Good morning, Kelli. How you doing?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm okay.
I have a house full of guests today.
You sure do.
Yeah.
Let me put the camera on so people can see everybody.
Yes.
There you are.
Some amazing guests. So what we're going to do is, because there's so many phenomenal events coming up, and one of the things that Ocala Magazine loves to do, especially with our radio show, is use it as a platform to provide an outlet for people that are having these charitable events.
Nice.
So that we can help spread the word. Because that's one of the pillars that we, that we're built on is community outreach through the magazine. So fortunately, there's so many amazing events going on that today I'm able to have 2 sets of guests, and we'll switch gears, after the break and talk about a second event. But
3 people, but 2 sets.
Yes.
That means one of these people is with the other.
Right. Ooh. So I want to start the show by first introducing my first guest, which really needs no introduction, and that's Rondo Fernandez with Mojo Grill and Catering. And he is here this morning to talk to us about Feed the Need and an event that they have coming up on June 2nd that will benefit Feed the Need. And so thank you for being here this morning, Rondo. It was exciting when I heard I had asked Becky, is he able to be here? And she's like, yeah, he'll be there. I was like, what? And, I honestly thought that you'd be too busy. So that's amazing. So I'm glad that you're here. So first, tell people that have never heard about Feed the Need exactly what that is, how it got started, and what it does for the community.
Well, Feed the Need, there's 2 things I wanted to raise awareness on. One is the underprivileged youth of Marion County, the epidemic that is child poverty here in town, as well as raise awareness of some of the restaurants here in town that give back to the community time and time again, that people just don't really realize what they do, and hopefully create a culture where before somebody goes out to eat somewhere, they ask what that restaurant or what that restaurant means to the community, and hopefully they'll make their choice on that. So we started, we have 9 restaurants in now, and they're all dedicated to this community, and they give time and time again. Every time we ask, they've always stepped up, and they're doing amazing things.
And so is there a place where, if people are interested, is there a place that they can go online that spells out which 9 restaurants that are? Because I like that idea. If there's restaurants in town that are giving back, those are the restaurants that I'd like to go to and spend my money at. So is there a place people can get that information?
Yeah, you can find our information on the Feed the Need Facebook page. We need to do a better job of getting the word out. We're doing a really good job of impacting a lot of children programs here in town, but we need to get a little bit better job of just kind of letting everybody know what the restaurants are. We've been so busy with the first part of the mission that we've been kind of slacking on the second part of the mission.
It is hard. It's definitely hard because I know that you guys are spinning your wheels, being busy actually doing the services within the community. That, but this is why we're here. So here we are. So we're able to talk about it, and anything we can do, of course, through the magazine with our outreach. If we can put that list together, maybe have a resource on our website, I think that would be great. And so I know you guys have an event coming up. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yes. So what we do is we come together. That's how we raise the proceeds for Feed the Need. Is we hold events. So last year we did 2 events. This year we're doing 3. We're doing the Blue Show, which is June 2nd, and I'll talk about more about that here in a second. We do the Praise and Worship Show. That's August 4th. And then Latinos y Mas and Ipanema and Mojos are teaming up together to do a Havana Nights in September and do just a big live salsa music. The first event is the Brick City Blues Festival. That's June 2nd at the Riley Arts Center, and it's a play / concert. It's a narrated blues concert. I'm talking about the history of the Chitlin Circuit, and the Chitlin Circuit came through the southeast. Ocala had a stop on the Chitlin Circuit. Gainesville had a stop on the Chitlin Circuit, and some very big names came and played and before they became big names, Otis Redding and Sam Cooke and James Brown, and so it's really cool. We got Willie Green's going to come and do the early part of the blues. Sheba, the Queen of Mississippi, is going to do what women mean to the world of blues, and then me and my band are going to come behind and do the modern influence of the blues, which I'm jacked about.
Nice.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
And the Riley's a perfect place
But
for
there's
that.
a story. You said there's a story with it. It's like a rock opera, but done with the blues.
Well, it's a narrated show. So we have the Reverend Billy Worth, who's a blues historian. He kind of plays on that big grand piano, and he kind of describes different periods of the blues and the Chitlin circuit throughout the Southeast. And as he describes them, we have acts that come out and perform that era type music, and then kind of go forward. It's a built. We add up and at the end, it's just ridiculous.
Wow, that sounds very cool.
And how can people get tickets for the event? Because we want to make sure people listening who hear about it, who are, it's obviously going to be a fun, and it's pretty unique. I mean, I don't know of any other event throughout the year that really compares to this event. So, and to know that the proceeds are going to a really great cause. How are they able to get those tickets?
You got it. So each one of the Mojo Grills have tickets. You can buy them online at theRileyArtCenter.com. You can buy them at the Riley Art Center, and then the other restaurants should be getting a little shipment of tickets. We'll deliver them to you. We'll bring them to you. And it's really important to note that the money from this show impacts kids tomorrow. So, one general admission ticket can either provide 5 backpacks of food or almost 100 servings of food. So all the proceeds go straight towards feeding kids here in Marion County, and we're really gearing towards the high school students. And the high school students here in Marion County, it's a very underserved part of the population,
Really?
Yeah. So that's kind of where we're gearing towards, is Feed the Need.
So how does that work, Rondo, the whole backpack program and the Feed the Need? Because I know when I did I went to a tour at Interfaith and, some of these programs to try to better understand it. And I think it's the way that everything works out is so nice, because I think that they really make sure to try to keep it almost confidential so that these kids don't stand out amongst other kids or embarrassed and, humiliated, because obviously it's already a rough time for kids anyways, the stuff they go through just being kids.
Right.
So I think they do a phenomenal job of helping to be as discreet as possible, to know that these kids are still getting help, but without any of the humiliation. But just explain to people who are not aware how the program actually, works.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So I'm fired up about this stuff. So you might see my passion come out when I talk about it. So the Food for Kids backpack program ran through Interfaith. They send almost 2,000 backpacks home every Friday.
Awesome.
The backpack program only services elementary schools, and there's only 20 kids per school. And as we all know, there's more kids than 20 kids per school. Especially there's some that have a lot more than that. So the reality is that there's a student watching another student walk out with a backpack and envy.
What's in the backpack?
All kinds of different food. So typical would be ramen noodles, mac and cheese, peanut butter, jelly, things like that. The fruit gummies, chewies, oatmeal. But the middle school kids and high school kids don't receive any of that type of assistance. So that's why Feed the Need is kind of gearing more towards the high school. We just did I'm going to boast for a little bit. So what Feed the Need done just last Saturday, we all teamed up and did a big food packing event, and we produced 103,000 servings of food.
Holy cow!
Just for the high school.
103,000.
In 2.5 hours.
Amazing.
2.5 hours.
Wow.
So, and then at the same time, we donated food to feed 500 foster kids for a big birthday party at Kirby Farm. So, so this food will go into guidance counselors' offices, to locker rooms, to coaches' vehicles, to different resource centers throughout. And we packed enough food in one day to provide for every high school student in need for the entire year. So we're trying to do 2 events next year, so we can do every middle school. It was really cool, and we had every football team in Marion County was there. And the cool thing about it is these kids get to take that food back to their school. So I think this is the first time I've ever seen every football team in Marion County together in one gym. And and just a testament to the coaches that we have. Those students just really handled themselves well. I was a little nervous about getting that much testosterone in a gym. And at that day, for about a 3-hour period, they were one team, and that was Team Marion County. Whether they're wearing different colors or not, they all came together, and
nice.
And they have a sense of pride of taking that food back to their school. And the coach came up to me last night at the Dillon game, and he said, my players are still talking about it. And that's cool, because like she said, there is a shame, and there is a prideful thing. So everybody deems the football players as the heartbeat or the cool kids of the school, and when they're proud about this food, it makes it a little bit easier for some of these other kids to receive that food because the football players are proud of it. Hey man, you better eat that, man. I made that, and there's not a bullying and there's not a shame to it.
I think it's amazing.
That's
Plus,
awesome.
It's really creating our future leaders within our own county because these kids are seeing a need. They're able to get involved and help fill it. And I think that it probably helps humble them a little bit and maybe helps them realize how blessed some of them are to be able to go home and open a pantry full of food. So maybe to look at things a little different with a different perspective. But these are the
Absolutely.
kids that are going to grow up and stay in Marion County and maybe, be the next Rondo who's
Yeah.
going to, have their own thing and make their own difference.
Yeah.
So it's really a valuable resource. I know we have to go to break, but I just want to make sure that everybody pays a lot of attention to what's happening on Facebook with Feed the Need. I know that you guys have, Facebook pages. They can like the Mojo's Facebook page and keep up there. Ocala Magazine is going to do our part to make sure that when Feed the Need is having an events that we are helping to promote those as well,
Yeah.
both in the book and on social media because it's such a phenomenal cause, and it helps the kids right here.
Nice.
Our own kids. It's our kids.
Yeah,
It's our kids that we're
absolutely,
helping.
absolutely.
So
It's wonderful.
I want to thank Rondo for being here, and we will post all the information on the Ocala Magazine Facebook page about the event coming up with the Riley, so we can, post a link, make it very easy for people to go find their tickets and buy it. And you know what? If you're busy on June 2nd and you can't get to the Riley, and you got some cash that you want to, what did you say it costs for 5 backpacks?
Yeah, it's $25. So just buy a ticket for somebody else and send them in.
Absolutely. So yeah, absolutely.
$25 buys 5 backpacks? Mm-hmm. Wow.
It fills 5 backpacks.
Oh, fills them. Okay.
So there you go.
Wow.
So next time you have $25 and you've got it in your hand, think about, the kids that could go home on a Friday and have food for the weekend and do your part. Make sure it
Nice.
gets to
So,
feed the need.
It's such a great community. By the way, on Light Up Ocala, Rhonda, we put a camera in your face, and we said to you, "What are you? Who's thankful for you?" Because it was around Thanksgiving. And the truth is, the whole community is thankful for you.
Absolutely.
So, that was an awesome
Absolutely.
interview.
Yes.
All right, we'll take a little break. We'll be right
Thank
back.
you. Thanks.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On Friday, sunshine and some clouds with a passing shower. It'll be breezy, high 85 to 91. Then Friday night, partly cloudy and humid, low 71 to 77. On Saturday, a mixture of clouds and sunshine. We'll see a couple of showers in the afternoon. We'll be dry, though, near the coast, a high of 86 to 92. On Sunday, variable clouds and a couple of showers. It'll be partly sunny near the coast, a high of 86 to 92. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Evan Duffy.
Hey, this is Matt Wilkerson from Verizon. You work all day, right? So why would you want to spend your night out shopping for that new phone? Well, Marion County, let me and Verizon help you out. I can deliver to your home or office, saving you precious time. Phone, tablets, internet, home phones, even accessories. Whatever you need, we will deliver free of charge. Call me at the store, 352-528-0020. That's 528-0020.
We all know the importance of good health, but we may not know the latest advances in medicine that are available to us. Monday at 9 a.m., Bern Paraiso will be our roving medical reporter to tell us about Seven Hill Gastroenterology PA and Dr. Reddy. We'll discuss screening, techniques, and more. So tune in and listen. This is more than news you can use. It's news that could save your life. That's Monday at 9:05 a.m. Mr. Webster defines a caterer as someone who provides food and refreshment. Whether you are looking to provide an excellent meal and a refreshment for a small group, party, business meeting, or a large get-together, Honey Baked Ham, 2709 Southwest 27th Avenue in Ocala, will provide the delicious breakfast, lunch, or dinner items of your choice. No need for you to fret over the details. Let Honey Baked Ham handle it all. Call Honey Baked Ham today at 352-861-0011. That's 861-0011.
All right, 20 minutes after 10 o'clock, 83 degrees. Temperatures today climbing to 90 degrees, and there is a 50% chance we'll see rain this afternoon. And the weekend looks kind of iffy whether we'll have rain or not, but we need the rain, right? Let's return now to Ocala Magazine Radio with your host, Kelli Hart. Kelli?
Yes. So now we're going to switch gears. and talk a little bit about the Pay It Forward outreach. So I have two guests with me now. I have Bonnie Vitale and Bill Bender, who are here to talk on the behalf of the Pay It Forward outreach. Bonnie is the president founder of the outreach, which was founded in 2006, and Bill is also a board member, and they are working diligently to, much like Rondo, to help people within this local community that are in a very specific need. And I'll let them explain to you what the Pay It Forward outreach is and how that works. And I think that when you hear it, you'll be very compelled to think about, just like I was in the lobby just talking to them, just thinking about excess, the things we have in our homes that maybe we're not using any longer, things that we just kind of hang on to because, well, what if we need this? Well, there's a lot of people in our community that are in need today. They are in dire need of very certain things just to be able to carry on life or some type of standard of living that benefits them and helps them succeed. And I think after listening to both Bill and Bonnie, you will start to think about things in your home or maybe in your office, things in storage that you just kind of are hanging on to that you might think about releasing over to them because they could be so useful. So I'll let them give us some background on the Pay It Forward outreach and what that does and how helpful it's been to this community, because it absolutely has.
Well, Kelly, first I'd love to say thank you for the blessing to be here, because this is my passion to help Marion County's homeless and families in need. Pay It Forward Outreach wants to help all families when they transition from homelessness to a permanent home. We want to be able to fill their house completely with furniture, linens, kitchen items, appliances, decorative items, because we need to make it a home. And also, so once they're in their homes and we can fill them up with that, then now we have a sustainable home for these families who were once homeless, or maybe they had a house fire and they were transitioned, and other families, single moms, veterans, and single parents. So it's a blessing to be with you, Kelly.
Absolutely. Well, it's really, the gift is ours to have you on the show, because this is what Ocala Magazine does. This is what I do specifically, is I get very excited to know that there are so many people in the community that are doing these things, because just like your passion is helping tons of people, Rondo's passion is helping, and so all of these people in our community that are doing things, it's very exciting to be able to have you here with us, because then we know that we're able to kind of help spread the word and use our platform for those things. So it's actually our honor to have you here today. And I was asking you in the lobby, how does the outreach work? Because clearly there's you don't want anyone to take advantage of programs. And so you were explaining how the COC works and a database that you all use to make sure that, once people are within the system and they're not going, I guess, to multiple places to get things, so that there's enough for everyone, which I think that's amazing. I think it's brilliant, because then it makes sure that everyone kind of has their needs met. And I wanted to also have you both talk about the 26th, which is another program that's coming up that will help benefit and help fund this Pay It Forward outreach. Because I was asking Bonnie, where does the funding come from? And it comes from people. There's no governmental assistance that you guys receive. So every dollar or every item that they're able to turn over to a person in need comes directly from someone who just found it in their heart to give. And that's why it's so important for everyone to hear this and to reach into their heart and ask, what do I have that I can give? Maybe it's an old bed. Maybe it's a sofa that you've thought about putting out, by the road or selling to buy a new sofa. This is an opportunity to ask yourself, what do I have in excess that might be the one thing a person in need would receive to make all the difference in their world? So tell us about the event that's happening on Friday the 26th.
Can I back up to what you were just saying?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, what we want to do, just like multiple agencies here that are helping Marion County, which is a very strong giving county, what we want to do is give them a hand up, not a hand out.
Yes.
So that is one of the main reasons why multiple agencies are under the COC and have a database to share the information, was to make sure that not only there might be some sort of abuse by using the system, but we also want to know, they may not know that we have other agencies with different services that they can help them and assist them to give them the lift up, because our whole object is not only to give them hope, but also to make them sustainable in the community and to be able to give back and join us in the giving.
That's brilliant.
Not always taking the receiving.
Sure, absolutely.
Receiving's a gift from God. And the giving is showing God your appreciation for the gifts that He's given you.
Absolutely.
Yes. So this Friday, we have Clay Electric will be coming to our small garage. It's only 900 square foot. We stack things up tall. Sometimes I can't get a cotton ball in there. and Clay Electric has a program called Operation Roundup, and their clients or their customers who use Clay Electric have the opportunity to join in a program where they can say, round up my bill, and the monies go into a pot, and then they help the community. So we'll be helping Clay Electric community. So wherever their electric is, it may be Anthony, maybe Spar, Marion County. It's also Alachua County and Gainesville. So we're going to be helping them with bike rodeos. We teach kids safety on the road with their bikes, helmet fittings, and then plus we'll also be grabbing a few of the families in the area, and we'll be dressing their whole house up with furniture. We'll be going there and dress it up for them.
Lovely. And Bill, I know that you're a board member, and we were talking in the lobby about some of the things that Pay It Forward Outreach might need, because just like Bonnie said, it's a 900 square foot warehouse packed full of stuff, which is a good thing, but it also means you're outgrowing your space, which is also a blessing. So what are some of the things, if someone's listening and they feel very compelled to help with the Pay It Forward outreach, what are some of the things that you might need?
Well, many times in my capacity, I'm a chaplain with Interfaith Emergency Services, as well as some other organizations here in the county. We find individuals that, frankly, when they come into the county with nothing but the clothes on their back. So when we talk about need, there's great need there for bedding, beds themselves, mattresses, dishes, pots, pans, linen, towels, chairs, whatever you can think of. And we just recently outfitted a young woman that had moved here with virtually nothing, with everything that you could think of in her house. And she's still crying. I saw her last night. She's still crying about it. And the only thing we didn't have for her was a box spring and mattress. But fortunately, one of our partners here, a very good and loving Christian business, donated a brand new box spring and mattress.
Wow.
Queen size.
Wow.
So there's people step forward, businesses step forward. I've been down here for 13 years now, and I've had a similar organization up north I was involved with, but I haven't seen the compassion that I found here. Marion County is just unbelievable, and when whether it be Rondo's event or Bonnie's event or whatever, people will come out and they will give. And when I got involved with Bonnie a few months ago, being involved as a COC member, is that she doesn't publicize. And I said, this is what we really need to do, is let people know about this organization. You can always go to a thrift store and buy stuff, but she gives it away willingly. And so people that have absolutely nothing, they've lost everything through fire or whatever it could be,
Nice.
she provides it.
Wow.
And I think it's so important because it's giving people a second chance. You know, someone that's either down on their luck, they've been ill, they've lost their home to a fire, or just life in general. I mean, life could happen to any of us. You know, we sit here today, but we don't know what our future holds. We could be in the very same position where one day we need something just to survive. And so I think that's why it really speaks to me when I hear people talk about paying it forward, because we just never know what life is going to throw our way. And so it's nice to know that we give in a way that if it were us in need, you know, we would want to be given to. And I think that's very, very important. Is there a way for people to get more information about the outreach? I know that Ocala Magazine will try to link up with you and try to share out information, of course, to our social media platforms with all of our organic followers so they can be giving. But how does someone get more information?
Kelly, we have a Facebook page. It's Pay It Forward. And then we also have a website, and it's Pay It Forward Outreach. Both of those will show you testimonies and videos.
Oh, wonderful.
And they will also keep you in tune with what's coming up next, or a dire need that we may have. Right now, a dire need is a bigger facility. And I know one of your listeners, Kelly, has a warehouse that is vacant, and they could donate it to us.
Yes.
Especially one with a bathroom, because right now we have no bathroom.
Yes, we will claim that.
But we need about 3,000 square foot. So also we have to rent U-Haul trucks to move these items, pick these items up. And so a donated box truck would be ever so helpful to us Pay It Forward Outreach is a community-driven program, and the community of Marion County has been wonderful to us, but I know that there's more that the
Yes.
community can help with.
Yes.
Once they get to know who we are and join us and make this community a better community.
Fantastic.
We also accept donations as well.
Of course.
Cash donations.
Yes, if you don't have something like that you can give, then you always can give of cash, and I'm sure that they'll never turn that down. And I want to thank you both for being here today as well. And again, like Ocala Magazine on Facebook, because we talk a lot about ourselves and our product, but we certainly love to talk about other people in the community who are giving and doing, and we'll make sure all of this information we talked about today is there. So I want to thank you
Thank you,
guys.
Kelli.
And
Thank you for having
thank
us.
you so much. You're a blessing to the community, and thank you, Larry, for having us.
Of course.
Thank
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you, Bill.
Thank you, Larry.
We'll be right back.
Baby, I believe that you're the most Ocala, baby. What makes you look so good? Ocala, baby. What makes you look so good?
Sometimes what you want most from your car is nothing. No headaches, no surprises, no anxiety when it's late at night and you're on some distant freeway in a thunderstorm. Owning a certified pre-owned Mercedes-Benz can be that anxiety-free experience on every level. You know you're in one of the safest and most thoughtfully engineered vehicles on the road. And with an unlimited mileage warranty, you can drive as far as you want for up to 3 years, with roadside assistance included. Your sense of confidence and adventure are as unlimited as the warranty itself. Now you can drive the car of your dreams and realize that nothing is everything. And during the Certified Pre-Owned Sales event going on now through May 31st, you can receive 2 years of complimentary prepaid maintenance and special financing available through Mercedes-Benz Financial Services. Only at your authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer. You've waited long enough.
See your authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer for complete details and limitations on certified pre-owned warranties.
Ad Council. Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
Palm Garden wants to get to the heart of the matter. If you've been in the hospital as a cardiac patient, maybe you have a pacemaker or congestive heart failure or an arrhythmia, or perhaps you're a heart bypass patient, then consider Palm Garden as your rehab choice. With proven outcomes second to none, Palm Garden fixes broken hearts. Call today at 854-6262. That's 854-6262.
The entire world watched. They watched each step down the rungs of that small ladder, one after another, and waited with great anticipation for that last step.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
At that moment, humanity saw the impossible